Okay, so we're about to reset. Game is about to commence. Game 3 in the BBC, right here on the map NS to tram Archaea and Elite 2-0 in a best of 5. And they are already moving out. No, here we go.
We have cross spawns. Got Marines down in shipping rather, and aliens up in warehouse.
So we don't have Marines sitting in base to build, so they're just moving out. 2 Marines going in ops side. And look, let's have a look what Duplex is doing if they go for a base rush. So it was a fast hive drop, and oh yeah, they're bypassing all the Marines again, so trying to do the same. They're going straight for shipping, straight for the Marine start. The ops is not finished yet.
Surprise here.
Not big of a surprise.
They're going straight for the command chair. It's down to 70%, but here come the Marines.
Oh, they're working it, but 2 Marines.
20%.
Wow.
Even though they didn't get the command chair down, the hive is up by itself. They have distracted all these Marines. Marines are only on 1 RT at the moment. So this is a great victory for the aliens. They're slowing down the Marines and keeping their hive safe.
Yeah, and this also means Marines do have to put up an armory now and do have to research welders, because I cannot leave the command chair at 19%. It's way too risky. But oh, look at that. No, they don't need to. They have actually dropped a second CC, so they might even be relocating in elevator.
Here comes another push. We got them coming from the other side this time. They're going through logistics.
And
4 skulks.
But only 2 are going for fan, and the rest is just going straight for shipping. Nice job by Fana taking down 2 of them.
Command chair's down to 10% now. No welders in sight. They don't even have an armor yet.
But just keep in mind, even if they lose the CC, we do have a second one in elevator transfer. So the game would not be over yet, but again, by just pushing the Marines over and over, they are forced to go back to defend all the time, and thus losing map control.
They're actually putting an IP up in the elevator, so they're going to have 2 bases for the time being.
And so they don't need to research welders, they're just on 2 extractors. Dropping an armory, research welders would really hurt their early eco game now.
We finally do see some Marine pressure on this alien hive. Ryan has discovered it. It's down to 60% health, but it is built. And the whole alien team is in there.
Well, I think they expected more Marines than just 1 on the hive. So at the same time, because of all the aliens went to server room, they will lose ore extraction or processing. Nice job here by Tane, taking down 2 of the skulks by himself. Here we go, Skagan and Fana going right into warehouse in the main hive, working on that extractor too. Not caring for the X, because they know there's no dead alien, they don't need to worry about spawning aliens.
RT's down 21%. Fana is by himself in there. Here comes Tequila, but he might be too late. 5%. It is down.
Wow. Losing those 2 RTs, yeah, that's a big blunder by aliens. But and there was a nice distraction, I think, by Ryan, just going alone at the server room, just knifing it. I'm not sure if Duplex were aware of the situation. There was just 1 Marine there, but you could see the whole team going there. And I think that was a big issue there, because they went all to the east side. There was no defense for those 2 harvesters.
So I think Duplex is doing a pretty interesting strategy. Their initial rush is definitely through Archaea off. Archaea is very mechanical. They know exactly when to build stuff. They have a build order in mind. And just throwing them off with that base rush is probably, maybe it upset them a bit. We'll see how they react to it. We do see they are finally getting RTs up. They've gone up to 5 right now.
Yeah, that's a lot of extractors for them. They're trying to bite some. You got Light here inside the repair room hive, and also working in logistics is Joe's. But I think
Joe's does go down. RT is down to 20% though.
Of another push Ryan again in server room, trying to distract all the aliens again, but this time we have only 3 skulks here, while the other one were busy on chewing on the extractors. But nice job so far here by Skuggen and Eagle Eye defending those.
And just a note, this is game 3 of the finals. Archaea is up 2-0. If they win this, they do win the cup.
Exactly, so Duplex has to be up on their heels now to do something in this game. They have to win, or this will be over. So Fana alone sneaking into warehouse, trying to work on harvest again, but this time we have clocks on and hydras everywhere, so not sure if he can accomplish something there.
We do see a phase gate open elevator overlook. They're going to be able to hold on to this second base a lot easier now. They do spawn in there partly, but they also spawn in at the other base. So the phase gate will help them rectify that split.
So that's basically the same you can see from Archaea every game when they play Marines. Pretty solid from the start, just only worrying about extractors, not pushing for hives too early on. Once they got a comfortable amount of resources coming in, they are about to push for that hive. Now we do have leap up, so that makes those skulks really much more powerful. They are working on this phase gate.
And they did a great job taking down the Archaea players. We do see Ryan phasing through. Wow, he did some damage and got escaped from that. That's very surprising. Phase gate does go down though.
Wow, that was amazing play by those skulks. All low on health, but no one died until now. But here we go, Tane.
But you have to keep in mind, even though the phase gate went down, they still have an IP in there, so they still got some reinforcements. And that was just enough to push them over the edge to be able to clear out those skulks.
On the same time, in the west side of the map, we have a bit fight here for Light and Ryan. Both the Cappers and the Resnaut killer. See, wow, Light taking down a shotgun of Ryan, missing 2 shots with a shotgun.
Yeah, Light's been doing a great job working on these RTs. He got repair room down, and now he's working on logistics. I think I just heard logistics get recycled, but it won't make it.
But wow, Tane is not missing too many shots with his shotgun, killing 3 skulks here. And now they can
you
move
see
in.
a little bit of a green push coming on the
server
room.
Yes. Oh, Iro's getting surprised there. Can retreat fast enough.
Hive is at 70%. We only see 1 skulk heading that way.
The skulks are busy on the phase gate, maybe taking it down first or just going straight for the hive. Let's see, we see Light is moving inside the hive because they have to hurry up. Working on the phase gate might be too late for them to save this hive. This hive is really crucial for aliens.
Wow, that was great work by Duplex clearing up that push. The
Wow.
hive is at 50%, and Eros is going Gorge again. That phase gate is down an elevator, so it slowed down the Marines a bit.
Yeah, not just the push, they killed all the Marines. They killed them here and killed the phase gate. It was an amazing play by Duplex. Amazing ambush. I think the other story is Marines are still sitting on 5 extractors. Light did a good job on killing some of those. He killed 4 in total, I think. But oh, they're all leaving it. Where are those aliens going? They're trying to go attack from behind, but there's no Marines and no skulks in front here. Are we seeing another base rush, Ryan?
I think we are. We have 4 skulks heading that way. Even though Hive is under attack, they're going to try to force a beacon. But the thing is, the Marines have 2 bases. Would they be willing to give up shipping at this point to take down? No, they won't.
Nope.
They're going to go ahead and beacon. That's exactly what Duplex wanted. They're pulling out.
Exactly. So all the Marines are back out. The Gorges have some time to heal the hive, and it's back to full health again. And by the whole thing, we do have an honor sack, possibly. I think.
Look at this though. We have another push into warehouse. This is going to catch the aliens a little bit off guard. They're not set up to deal with this.
Oh yeah, and caught me off guard as well. I didn't see there's a phase gate. Yes, actually, in ore processing. I didn't notice that.
The hive is at 70% falling. They're just sniping the hive. They're not even worrying about the harvester.
Oh, the hive going really low. It's down to about 60%, and here comes the honors. Light again.
Light coming in. Art sees them and they're pulling back. They know they only have weapon level 0, so they're not going to be able to deal with this onus very easy. Wow, Fana took one for the team. He sort of held back to slow down this alien push. But in the end, all the Arc player goes down.
Yeah, and they're recycled the gate, yeah. There's no way in hell to defend it. And let's see what aliens will do from here. If they keep attacking downside this path or just go back. Because there's no obvious next attack point from here. So I heard something in the elevator. Is there a phase gate going up? Yes, there is at the second CC. Where we do have an IP, there's also a phase gate coming up. And Vyri, he hears the Marine Tane building, but he comes too late. Oh, but nice job so far.
Here comes comes Light into where elevator. Mixing up my words.
And also a drifter placement here. Maybe a bit in
Light's
the
deciding
open.
to pull back though.
Yeah, they know there are lots of Marines here just waiting for him. And also this area is really tough on Honors. You can go here, but you can also get easily trapped. Oh, that's a long
There's
hallway.
lots of platforms for Marines to shoot him from that he can't access easily.
Yeah.
It's definitely not an Ona friendly room.
But it's really strange you don't see fast fate strategies anymore, just fast Honors.
Look at that, Drifter is enzyme clouding the Onos. That's letting him take down that RT twice as fast.
And we have a crack hive being chosen, so we should see Carapace as the next upgrade soon.
The shell is already up and is 80% grown in warehouse. Here comes Light for another push, but Tane is already in position. Light's going to hold back a bit. Uh-oh, looks like we do have a player crashed on the Duplex side.
Oh yeah, and the admin is actually playing on the other side. They do have a substitute player, but he cannot join in because he cannot have more than 6 players in at the same time. It's really unfortunate for Duplex to wait until the player disconnects.
I will say in this new build, he will get his resources back when he joins. He will not lose those resources like in previous builds.
Oh yeah, that's a big point, that's true.
Kudos to UWE for adding that in. That's very needed for competitive play. He still has not been kicked.
Ah, there he goes. The Duplex on 5 players at the moment. In this important matchup. Ah, that's really unlucky. Look at that, Skirking and even taking ore processing right next to the hive, capping that node. That's a bold RT.
Wow, Light tearing down Skugan in ore processing.
Yeah, and this RT will die faster than it got built. And yeah, Duplex is back up to 6 players. And he still has the resources, almost 40. That would be really a pain to lose that. Honors and Gorge team going up for the whole resource side. The problem is when they work on the western side of the map, that gives an opening for Marines to push for server room.
Yeah, it's a little interesting to have an Onus working on resource towers, but I was going to say this would be a good time for Arc to attack, but it looks like they're going to play a little bit more defensively. They know that Onus is near their base, and look at that, he's coming into the base right when all the Marines are phasing back. This Onus is in for a surprise.
Even see another beacon coming off. But yeah, good call to go out of there. That's too risky. You don't want to lose your Honors now. I think a solid gameplay here by Light as the Honors. Oh, look at that, we do have a Proto Lab in elevator and jetpacks on the way.
Light is just being met with a wall of Marines everywhere he goes. He went from shipping to elevator and immediately had 4 or 5 Marines on him again.
Well, that leaves Duplex in a tough situation. When jetpacks are up, this Honors is not worth that much anymore. They really have to do something. Probably they will try another base rush, but you can see Archaea is really on the trigger. They know exactly when to beacon. They don't take any risk on this game.
Tane and Fana are hanging around the Protolab. There we go. We see them all buying jetpacks and moving out.
Here comes the jetpack train. So this is the time where they can push for server room, and this Honors might be in trouble. Nice job by the Skulks, helping out that Honors, even taking down one or two of those jetpackers. So even though Marines do have jetpacks, they only have weapon 1 and armor 1 on the way. It's not too much resources. Too many upgrades.
We do have Aeros messing around in the Marine base. He's sort of just being a distraction, but Fana's already on him.
Oh, he tricked Fana. Just let him pass by. But not enough, he goes down.
And here we go, another phase gate going up in ore processing. They're going to put more pressure on this elevator, on this warehouse hive. I
think, yeah, that's also a better choice for jetpacks, because server room is not that high of a room. So you can see that's too many obstacles for jetpacks. You get stuck too easily. Where is completely different. There's lots of open space for jetpack to fly. So it's a good choice to push for this height.
Onos may be in trouble. He's at 30%, getting chased by jetpackers. 20%. He's running to the hive. He was at 9%. He's back up.
Oh, he needs a commander to lock out so he can lock in.
Jumped in.
Oh!
That was a great move by the alien commander to jump out and let him in.
That was just in time. Now he can log out and regain some health. That was a perfect timing, yeah. So Light is doing another kill. He's doing an excellent job as an Onos.
Yeah, Light's been using the Onos very well in the past few matches. He knows exactly when to pull out, and he stays alive for as much as he can.
And we also see Blink is now on the way. We do have we have a fate soon? We got Tequila, Joe's, Viri, Icefeld. They need to stay alive. They need to keep up those two hives until they have fates up in the field. They can completely turn around this match.
Great use of inbound cloud and more processing. It's making those skulks and even the Onos attack twice the speed of normal. Arc able to handle it though, and they've cleaned out the aliens and forced the Onos to pull back.
Yeah, but a big part of the story is they cannot push into Warehouse thanks to the nice team play by Duplex and also that Onos, and that gives them time, and that's exactly what they need. 48, 49 rest, they just need a bit more, just 1 minute, and then they will have Fates with Blink in the field.
I would like to point out the Drifter placement while processing as these Marines push into Warehouse. The Drifters let them see exactly when these pushes are going to come.
Lots of pressure coming up with those GLs. They're doing a lot of damage here. It's really tough on Onos to decide when to go in and when not. But he gets another jetpacker here. Really nice job. Still no Fate Egg to see.
Light pushing in. He does get a hit on the Eagle Eye.
Wow, the whole Marine team is here. They really want to push this hard, and aliens can also not afford any rest biting Skulk right now. So Marines are sitting on 6 extractors, but look at that, they also lost 11 in this matchup. Wow.
A little interesting in Elevator, we have an Alien RT and Overlook in the Marine base in Elevator transfer. Very close proximity for those two bases.
That's true, but I think it's also wise choice because they see that the Marines are only pushing for Warehouse. There's not a Marine, there will not be any pressure on this node. I think the Marines don't even know about it. God, Light is doing an amazing job.
Yeah, I was just about to comment and say the same thing. He's able to push in there, do an attack and run. He's almost playing like a Fade at this point. Charging in, doing a little damage and retreating, healing up. Very, very great bonus play.
Yeah, and he saved the hive until right now. We do have 3 Fates now up. This is the moment for Duplex where they can push him back. Icefeld taking down the first of them. And oh my god, 1 Fate going down, Tequila.
Here comes a big push for Light. He's going all the way in.
Oh, this might be a bit too over aggressive. If Marines now phase in, this takes a long time for him to retreat. But we got also some Fate backup now. Still got 2 Fates in the field, Icefeld and Joe's. Oh, this armory is really doing an excellent job here blocking the life forms. I think Tequila died because he lost his speed on this armory. Right as we speak, we have Tequila now going on rest duty. This is a good moment because right now with all those life forms, they should be able to defend Warehouse, and they have to worry about the Marine extractors.
Well, currently the aliens are sitting on 2 Fades and 1 Onos. 3 Fades now. They've got another Fade up.
Oh, 1 armory dropped behind that Onos.
Luckily it's a Ghost Archer, so he's able to just walk right through it.
There's so much action going on. I cannot tell who will win this. This is a close matchup.
Again, Light is just being an amazing Onos right now. Okay, we have a little bit of alien pressure in the elevator. Wiry is working on the observatory. He wants to make it where they can't beacon. Here comes Tane though, through the phase gate.
And Icefield's working on the other phase gate now, and that's the issue with when you have too many phase gates. You're busy phasing in and out when you have some fates working on those. And this is like a dream team, as you can see. Light and Iros, the Gorge and the Honors. Oh, Light, don't overestimate yourself. But now he got some backup by the Fates, and he's always pulling out at the exact right time. They're dropping more and more armories. They're using the extractors they can just to take down this Honors, because this is really a pain for those Marines.
Light's still able to do damage though. He gets one of the armors down and takes down Tane.
And we have an alien working on the extractors. 13 lost in total. This is, wow, this is, I think, the best matchup so far between those two teams.
Here comes a grenade launcher. The grenade launchers really make the Fades have to play it careful, because it only takes a couple grenades to take down a Fade, and especially if they're already damaged.
Yeah, that's true. Grenades can really caught you off guard. Oh, look at Tequila, he's hiding behind. Wow! Fana, not seeing him. Outplaying Fana here on the rest duty, and now he's working on a extractor. Amazing job by all the players.
This is a big moment for the alien team. They've gotten most of the Marines down. Now they just need to work on this phase gate. Light is working on that armor. He can get by that armor, but he wants to get it out of the way so he can retreat a little easier. He's being a very smart on us.
And a very effective on us, as you can see. We still got only 2 Fates right now, but they do have 4 Harvesters now. They dropped North Tunnels, and they do have Elevator Overlook for the whole time. So Duplex is in a really good situation here. But of course it can still all turn around if they lose all the life forms, so it doesn't look like at this moment. They're actually killing or processing Phase Gate.
At this point, look at this, the Marines are researching exosuits. They're at about 55% on the research. What do you think they're going to use with the exosuits for?
Oh, exosuits. I think it's a good point to work on server room. Just from the geometry of this map, it's not a good point, not a good way to attack warehouse. I think since they have elevator transfer, getting some exos or 1 exo in here, possibly dual gun, and push on this hive. Not just pushing the hive, using like this entrance here to do so, and the other ones covering in the back. But no more.
A little interesting. They don't have enough Q res though. So it'd be hard for them to buy extras. Look at this though, we have the observatory going down and shipping. Tequila's working on it. It's at 30% and falling.
Oh, he's playing with Skuggung around this box.
Oh, it's down.
Amazing.
Now the Marines will not be able to beacon back to shipping unless they get another. There it goes. They did drop another observatory.
And Archaea's being pushed back here. That's really surprising. You also see that VIP in ore processing, so they don't have to spend a player in there. Don't spend any time. The VIP will take care of this node. That's really nice to see. Now also at the point where they can just buy more X. We do have 2 honors now. Joe's is also an honors. You do have 2 honors and 2 fates in the field. While Marines at the same hand lost 15 extractors in 23 minutes. That's a big amount. So, wow. Really good game here by Duplex and Archaea coming up.
Here comes a big push. Look, they're going straight for shipping. We have 2 Onos, a Fade, and a Skulk and a Gorge heading right into shipping.
Oh, and here comes the beacon instantly. Nice job by Scrime. But looks like they keep working on that.
They beaconed the elevator actually.
Oh! The power is down! Oh my goodness. What? Did he click on the wrong ops?
He may have had hotkey set for his obs and he just clicked the wrong one.
Oh, that could be the issue, yeah, because we heard the beacon coming off, but unfortunately 2 elevators, so... Wow, and here he goes.
Wow, is Ark really calling GG with that?
They are, actually. Well, at least looks like...
They have stood up and calling GG, that's very surprising. It looks like Fana has F forward, leaving his teammates alone.
Oh.
The exosuit does go down.
Yeah. GG! Guys, Duplex taking it back, coming back into this match winning the first game on Tram as Alien. So the score is going up to 2-1 right now, and I have to say I'm baffled. Really.
That was a very crazy game. I did not expect that at all. I think the
No.
Arc just overcommitted to that attack on Warehouse. How long did that go on? For 10 minutes? And they just continued to attack, and meanwhile the aliens were able to work their magic behind the scenes, get more RTs up, and just get that second onus in place.
Okay.